Hello, world. Happy Tuesday.
Hello, happy Tuesday.
And I'm going to take us straight into the game because we already have our cameras running because we had to make sure we could actually connect.
Yeah, we just want to make sure
Oh,
that we
there
do
you
our
are.
homework.
And we are, in fact, in the same place. There you are. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, hello. Yeah, because you were showing me this very cool new Silicon Valley build that you've been working on.
Yeah. Just kind of
Uh,
tidying things up here and there. It's been good.
yeah, so what's your plan for today?
Well, my plan is that in approximately 25 minutes, if my calculations are correct, all of the rest of those nuclear pastas are going to be filled in the space elevator. You know, slight delay for travel time and all that. And then we can march over there and send the thing off, and then we can start looking at the next phase.
Awesome. Um, cool. Well,
Which means I,
in
I can probably just putter around here and keep on tidying things up until then.
Yeah. Um, well, cool. Uh, I think my goal, because I was smart and I checked the mods, and Curve Builder now has support for Satisfactory 1.2. So
Aww.
I'm going to start looking at. Uh, I still think, I'll use trucks because, I've got the infrastructure for that already set up. But I'll see about at least extending that road network there, so that, there's less like need to, go along all this weird ass terrain, Make it look nice at least.
That's fair.
Yeah. So that's kind of the jam there. And then past that, I am, you know, gonna start doing some location scouting for the nuclear energy stuff that I want to do. Because I have the plans in, Satisfactory Modeler for like, okay, given this amount of uranium, how much, power can I draw out of it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, once I have like, Fixonium and such, but like obviously that's gonna, take a little bit to unlock. So, how can I maybe get out ahead of that and go from there?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Mostly what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to figure out, do I want to do it as one nuclear energy facility that handles all three like stages?
Mm.
Um, excuse me. Or do I want to handle it as like three separate facilities that, like one does the uranium stage, one does the plutonium stage, and then one does the fixonium stage. I'm not sure,
Mm-hmm.
is the thing. Because like the inputs needed for each stage there's some common ones, but like they are relatively diverse, and so it's like, well, what do I want to do? You know, do I want to like import stuff? Or do I want to try and make each one self-sufficient and just have, trains or whatever carrying uh, the actual like, waste products or whatever. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, but I'll try to do that live as much as possible so that, we can kind of talk through all of that together.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got this. So let me just do a quick little test here to make sure that the curve builder actually does what I want it to do.
That's a good thing to check.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. So that does indeed do what I want. Um
truck looks good.
Yeah, it does. They're not getting a whole lot of resources. So I think I need to maybe see about speeding this stuff up. Yeah. Nuclear pasta. Yeah. I'm slowly leveling here. So there's another iron. Yeah, right here. So could I build?
Okay, further neatening things up around here.
Should be okay. Okay.
Motors are running off in that direction. And in that direction. Okay, that could be added to the stack. Well, there's
More
already a
stack
ridiculous stack.
Yeah. I mean, that's the classic thing with those, right? Is, you know, once you stack one, you can't stop.
Well,
right?
it's either add to the stack or we have a bunch of just kind of individual belts that are just kind of all over the place. What is this doing? Oh, heat sinks. Oh, okay. Not getting huge quantities of those. Maybe I should address that.
Okay, so...
That sounds like a slightly more useful thing to be doing. For all that's worth.
Let's do that. Works there, and then... How are we doing for color?
Okay, yeah, let's...
So I have 2? No, what was that little one? Yeah. Let's make some of these.
There you go. And now we'll run the motors over here. Okay. So many drones up there, it's great. Okay, let's see. Motors. Throw some of those in. find out momentarily.
Okay. Okay, and now there's a question of these guys. Yeah, actually, yeah, okay. I've decided I am not going to do anything to mess with this until after all those nuclear pastas are done.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, just just to be safe.
I think that's a very good idea.
Yeah. So in that case, um, let's see if there isn't. Like how this turned out. Really not great about that. Fine. Because this isn't. Yeah, okay. Plenty of those.
And of course, it's time for my periodic check of the aluminum and battery areas anyway. Okay. I should make just a little more plastic. What are you carrying? You're carrying heat sinks. Okay. Oh, actually.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah,
What?
I didn't, if you look at my screen here, actually,
Huh?
I didn't realize, but this plant actually has a very interesting view of the rocket fuel plant off in the distance there.
Oh, wow.
Um, ooh. Hmm. What is, yeah, wonder. A lot of stuff.
Okay, I have got to stabilize how water is being managed here.
Yeah,
Okay, 105 per minute. So 315 per minute is coming out of those machines. And to make pure copper over here, we're not using anywhere close to that. That's the problem, is I can't send all the water over here.
yeah.
Some of it has to get looped back into the first step.
Mm, classic aluminum issues.
Yeah, and it's a different issue than aluminum would usually have if I
Okay,
was using the
so
standard recipe.
there's actually like a lot of bauxite there. Okay. We're using up... yeah, we're using all of this for that, right? And then... okay, so all of that's going to the rocket fuel plant. And then there's uranium there. Um... Hmm. Yeah, so there's uranium right below me. We have stuff to make nitric acid, like right there, that's not being used. Okay. So there's quite a bit that we could actually do with the swamps here for that. If I wanted to build that facility like right out
Oh, I
there.
need to make this a better pipe. That would help.
Okay. So uranium is there. There's one in the middle of the map here. Um, there's also one at the top of the world. Uh, okay. Okay.
The moment when you realize you're going to leave the valves orange because they're easier to find.
Yeah, considering how much we sometimes need to futz with them, that might be a real good idea.
Okay. Is that working any better? Well, not perfectly. It's doing fine.
Hmm. 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 No, I don't want to mess with the red forest.
I wonder.
Well, if I do this as multiple stages, then this becomes a lot easier to work with. Okay. I don't need a whole ton of... okay. I am going to check our hard drive library.
Okay.
Because there are a couple of alt recipes that I could really use for this stuff. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, infused uranium cell. Definitely one of them. Okay, so infused uranium cell is contrasted here with instant scrap for aluminum. Is that something that you
Let
would
me let me
remove?
let me get to the MAM and take a look.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not. It's probably not anything I'm. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Let me find. There we go. Instant scrap, bauxite, and coal plus those things. I'm just not set up for that right now.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and take the uranium if you want it.
Okay. Cool. I'll do that. And then let me also
Okay, that needs 405, and that's not even counting that stuff, which means I actually need 455. Okay.
way easier. It gets me more power at the end of the day. Cool.
Hmm. I
Battalion.
guess I just need a lot more water. All right.
Maybe go 4-9. Okay, yeah, this come out slightly better that way. Well, this might be. Okay, I think it's starting to look like having a single plant might be good because there's a few things in here where I'm like, man, sharing production capacity for these could be nice. I don't know.
I mean that sounds good.
Yeah, because maybe, maybe. Okay, so these are alts. Let me check to see if we've got that. Need okay. And then uranium fuel unit. It has insulated cable as its other choice. Is that something that you're interested in?
It's not something I'm interested in at this moment, and so
Okay.
I think we can
Okay.
assume I'm not going to be using it in the immediate future.
Okay. Fertile uranium, that's fine. Charcoal is not something that we're really interested in. Instant plutonium cell. Ooh, that heat fused frame could be really good. But that's fine. I'll figure that out. And then I think there was another one that I needed. This. Hmm. Used modular frames Okay. So okay.
That's better.
That. Okay. So.
Okay, with that done, let's check on those heat sinks.
So. Um. What is needed for just stage 1 here? Um.
Okay, that's wire.
Hmm.
Those are copper sheets. Okay. I see what I did. I see what I did here.
Yeah.
I
What?
see a production line in desperate need of daisy chaining.
Been there.
Those are regular splitters. I'm just making a few more copper sheets to hopefully get us more heat sinks.
Hmm. Okay. Oh,
Eh.
crap. Okay, so okay, so based on the ratios that I see here,
Mm-hmm.
from 275 uranium per minute, which
Mm-hmm.
is, I can easily do that on a single uranium node.
Mm-hmm.
I can make almost, what is that? I can make uh uh almost 200 gigawatts of power.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. And it actually works out with like a really nice ratio of like basically what is that? What is it? 6/16 is what? 3 to 8 to 3 to 8 to 4. So 3 uranium plants power 8 plutonium plants, which powers 4 Ficsonium plants. And then double that, and then have all of those operating at 250% power. That's really good.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, actually, it does. Okay. So, I think the way that we're gonna want to do this is, I think we're gonna want to do this as separate stages. Because yeah, I'm just seeing the amount of stuff that needs to get built here, and I can do this a little bit better as separate ones. So I have all the alt recipes that I need, so let's start doing some location scouting for this. So
Sorry, you and Ada. Oh, sorry, you and Ada were talking over each other a bit
oh,
there.
sorry.
It's
Sorry about
okay.
that.
Wasn't your fault.
Okay.
Yeep. Uh, you're calibrating. I think we could do with at least one more constructor.
Hmm.
Why is that a splitter? My gosh. That should be a merger. Just ridiculous, really.
Hmm. Okay, so oh, so there's that. So what all is the inputs for this? Um,
Let's check on this aluminum again. Oh yeah, that's looking fine. That's looking fine. That's looking fine. Okay. I think that is certainly much better handled than it was before. And dear drone, why are you highlighted as if I were still painting you? You don't need to stay like that.
okay, so I need. Hmm.
All right, well, I'm going to start heading towards the space elevator because I see what those numbers are doing.
Ooh, yeah. I should head that way in a moment. Mm-hmm.
Really liking the gray, rainy look over everything.
Yeah. Okay, so I need copper, Caterium, iron, sulfur, quartz. Water, obviously. Caterium, sulfur. Yeah, okay, I can do this, oil. Where do you get just a hint of oil? Just a dash. And preferably somewhere that's near a uranium node. Yeah, that's the tricky part, honestly. Is now admittedly, like, yeah, I could, I could do drones or whatever for that, but I don't know. There's logistics concerns with that as well. Okay, so that's got uranium, but it doesn't have all the other stuff.
Oh yeah, I love the dripping sounds.
Hell yeah. I want plutonium to be down here in the swamps for sure. I might have said this before, but I really wish that you could do like coal liquefaction in this game like you can in Factorio. Where you can just be like, oh, I got coal. No, I don't. That's actually oil, by the way.
Ah.
It's so handy. Okay, so that's got the Caterium, that's got all that, it's got the quartz. I guess you could set stuff up down here? Okay. I think what we do.
Wow, all this wire is getting used.
Wow, that's a lot of wire, I'm assuming.
It is a lot of wire. And some of it's going into cable, it's being turned into automated wiring, and that's going away to get made into other things, and it's all very nice. And those pipes are on a comically slow belt. But I am serious when I say comically slow, and that's one reason I'm not going to bother changing it, because it doesn't matter if they're slow.
Yeah. I'm heading over to the hub as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Might as well be there for the big show.
Indeed.
And then we can also talk about, what milestones we want to go for first.
Yeah. Oh, I know you've been doing the thing where you're like letting Ada talk into your mic so that I can hear her. I am hearing music right now, which means I'm also hearing Ada, so you don't need to do that during the big show, I don't think.
Oh, okay. I mean, huh. That's interesting. I didn't know that you were getting echo stuff from there.
Oh,
Because my setup right now is you're just coming through my speakers. And normally, it seems like you don't have echo problems there, but if you
I've
are, that's definitely
it
something I
sounded
want to
to
know.
me like you were doing something to ensure that I could hear Ada, and I appreciate the sentiment, but it's not really necessary, and I don't think it'll be necessary in this case. And if I don't hear her, I'll just swap the camera to you so that the people at home can see everything properly.
All right.
I will check this off appropriately.
Oh, thank you. Do want to optimize that at some point. Or I'll probably just add Sommer's loops to the particle accelerators, because, well, actually, I don't know about that. Because, oh god, Sommer's loops, particle accelerators have got to be awful in terms of power consumption.
Okay, one more load will do it.
Awesome.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up the other non-nuclear pasta branches so that we can put other stuff on them later.
Cool. Yeah, we just sync those.
Well, I'll put them in the box because once we figure out our next step of production, we can just insert those back into the line too. That's another option.
Yeah, that's fair.
The
That's
box
fair.
is right here anyway.
There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
This is the waiting outside by the mailbox stage of progression.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. I'm just, I haven't seen this area in a little while, so I was just seeing how it was set up.
Plotting out how to do things differently. I guess we never really made
Yeah.
use of the train.
Yeah. I think that's fine. I might actually deconstruct at least the rail stuff going around the space elevator. I do think having an elevated line going through here is a good idea. And there is some stuff that I could probably change to make use of that pretty well, but we'll see. Ooh, actually, that could be kind of interesting. Um, Something that I might look at doing would be I could probably consolidate a lot of these beginning production lines into smart plating modular engine or smart plating up to modular engines and then what is it, like automated wiring up to... Oh god, what does that lead into? I forget.
That goes into assembly director systems and then into...
Yeah, so you've got adaptive control units and
Yeah.
ADS already. So that's all right. But
I don't think we're
yeah, I could
especially
probably...
hurting for supply of these things. I did a lot of tweaking to make sure we were
Oh yeah,
creating things
it's
at a
not about...
reasonable rate.
Yeah, it's not about hurting for supply. It's more oh hey, I could,
Drone.
I could do some cleanup here and kind of try to make things look a little bit nicer. Um, uh-huh. And there's the final four.
In they
Boom.
go.
All right.
You
Ooh,
want to do the honors or shall I?
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right. Ceiling.
Welcome to the Pioneers Got Power Problems presentation. That was a joke. Anyway, you're familiar with the process. Just throw the lever and the automated systems will take over. Imagine all the time and effort that would be wasted if you had to do all that work as well. Some work is just better suited for machines. Phase 5 contains technology the human brain cannot comprehend, so just trust in me and fix it policy and everything will go as planned. Answering all your questions will take time we simply do not have. Everything is going to be just fine, so long as you do your job. We've come this far together after all, haven't we? Anyway, you know what to do. Just don't forget to keep producing previous project parts, and plan ahead when setting up new production lines, and make sure not to leave it all until the last moment.
All right. Sending it off.
Whee!
Phase 4 of project assembly completed. If style was measured in my performance reports, yours would be something special. Regardless, saving the day is within our grasp. Do not lose focus now. You must understand the weight on your shoulders, but you are not alone. I am here, and I know exactly what's at stake. This goes beyond Earth. Your actions will affect the universe at large. You might think I am exaggerating. Perhaps you will understand once you finish project assembly. Phase 5 awaits. I expect your best work.
All right.
All right. Indeed.
Awesome. Let's go see what milestones we have.
New ridiculous awaits. I do not remember at all. Okay, well, we'll definitely want to start with a matter conversion because that gets us the Ficsite and
yeah.
basic stuff. But feel free to look things over.
Yeah.
Oh, Blueprint Designer Mark III. Of course, we need Ficsite for that anyway. So, or
Yeah,
the
we need a lot of
Trigons.
stuff.
Oh, the Fixonium stuff is in peak efficiency.
Yeah, I see that.
So probably we should unlock the Ficsite Trigons first and then do whatever.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, well, I've got some pieces of that.
Okay. Radio control units. There's probably a fair amount of this stuff in hammer space.
Yeah, I'm pulling what I can from Hammer Space. But you know, there's only so much. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, we got a ton of Ficsite coupons. I'm just gonna go buy some stuff so that we can just
Hang on a moment,
accelerate
because
our
I know we've
Yep.
got some fast. Well, I guess cooling systems, that's not filling up very quickly. Oh,
Yeah.
fused modular frames. We already have enough. We already have more of
I
those.
already put those in.
Oh, they're all done. Okay,
Uh-huh.
fair enough. Where are?
Wow.
Cause like I know there's a whole big like bin full of radio control units, so I can throw in some more of these because those are filling up without any problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get another stack of those in not very long here.
All right.
Yeah, there was a whole big bin of them back at New Silicon Valley.
And then cooling systems, I assume. Although I didn't see it filling up, so I'm not sure
Maybe.
what's going on there.
Yeah,
Unless they're all being consumed.
maybe I thought they were, well, they should be branching off, but maybe I thought they were all going into like non-building style things. And so like things that we didn't have to place by hand. So yeah, you can go ahead and purchase a bunch of those.
Okay.
The radio control units, that's not filling. Ah, those are not all filling from the bin. They're filling just from production. So yeah, you can go ahead and fill in the rest of the radio control units too. That'll take a little while longer.
Okay. Let me... Okay, I have... Excellent. I have just enough
Wow.
to get that. To get all these, so... And whoop. Okay, cool. Matter conversion is done.
Milestone reached. The converter uses strange alien matter, abbreviated to SAM, to break down and transform materials at their most fundamental levels. I am sure even you can appreciate the power to manipulate atomic bonds. Most importantly, you are now able to locally create Ficsite, a highly adaptable synthetic metal, ideal for any kind of construction. It is everything we need to save the day, and perhaps its admirable qualities can inspire you.
Yes, that's time crystals. Okay. Okay, so, I guess quantum encoding is the next thing to do.
Okay, so
Okay.
we can make Ficsite ingots by combining reanimated SAM with Caterium or aluminum or iron. It takes a lot more
Okay.
iron if you use iron, per
Makes sense.
conversion, but that's because it's easier to get.
Yeah.
And then Ficsite, really the only thing to do with that is to turn it into trigons.
Okay.
And then one of the uses for trigons is to combine them with assembly director systems to make biochemical sculptors. And we need water for that too. So I'm going to go over to New Silicon Valley and okay, because we're going to need to get Sam over there, or the reanimated Sam. But I've got water and at least one of those metals over there. I have Caterium, and I have the assembly director systems over there.
Okay. I think what I'll also do... there's a SAM node. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. There's actually a SAM node, like, right near the mall.
Yeah, it's under the arch.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go there, and I'm going to start setting up some stuff to just produce like Ficsite Trigons for hammer space.
Okay.
That way.
Oh, that makes a lot of
we
sense.
like always have a supply ready.
Let's see. Oh, there's Sam not too far away from New Silicon Valley in a couple of places. It's not even far from the Caterium even.
Ooh.
So, I think... Yeah, I'm gonna go over there and work on that so we can get the biochemical sculptors made.
Okay.
This is another interesting departure from when I was playing alone, is I really just had one SAM or node that I was tapping to do all the Ficsite stuff. But in this case, we can distribute things.
Yeah. As is often my want.
Oh, that's hilarious. I can see the way to New Silicon Valley by just following the stacked up drones in the distance, which have highlighted themselves for no reason because of the silly graphics glitch when I try to paint things. Just follow the traffic jam.
Yeah, it's just like real Silicon Valley.
You okay?
Oh, we need a lot more cooling systems and radio control units for like the converter here for that. So we should maybe have like a dedicated. We should have a dedicated thing to produce some of these parts, I think.
Well, let's see. Let me look at the thing. The converter. Oh, okay. Let me look at where, because okay, the cooling systems. I think I might have just disconnected from Hammerspace because we weren't actually building any buildings that used it. But now that we're going to, I can hook it back up again.
Okay.
So I don't think that actually represents like painfully slow creation. I think that's just things not being connected.
Okay. I'm still gonna think about what would. Now we've got some of these parts. It might be really nice to. Now that we have like more advanced parts, it might be a good idea to think about setting up a like second mall, just to produce, local quantities of stuff for building purposes only.
Okay, well, let's see. Let me. Yeah, that just needs to be hooked back up, I think. Yeah. This is... That's cooling systems. If I can just
radio connection
figure out where those are going. That is a merger. Oh, okay. It's right here. Okay, cooling systems are now going into Hammerspace again.
Cool.
And that'll get half of all that are produced, so
Cool.
it's
Is that going to cut into other production lines?
just project parts, I think, which isn't a serious issue.
Yeah, it looks like those Looks like they go into thermal propulsion rockets.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Okay.
Those are just stacking up right now anyway.
All right.
Let's see.
Let's see. What else?
There's Caterium up there, but I'm already using a lot of it for actual quick wire. There's a bunch of stuff off that way. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Nope. Alright, Ficsite.
I think I need to build at least one more radar tower. But first I need to go west.
Okay. Okay, so I could do that.
Oh, that's just a Mark II miner? Alright, no problem then. Alright. Oh, hello, Somber Sloop. What are you doing over there, unclaimed? We need to fix that. I just got an achievement for gathering 50 Somber Sloops.
Nice. Ficsite.
Samor node is just sitting there. I don't trust it. There's nothing walking on top of it. What are you hiding from me? Sus. Okay, yeah, definitely using the Caterium. Fine with me.
190.
Although...
I could do that, but I don't have sulfur there. Instead, need pure. $208. Yeah, I could do that pretty easy. Oh, but can I?
Oh, okay. That's just that. Okay. Cool. Well then.
So 3.
It's a good place for me to build stuff. maybe up here? Yeah, why not? As good an idea as any.
Okay. Okay. Actually, I've got a much better idea, I think, for how this is gonna go down. Got a little
Okay.
SAM node up in the very north there, where I'm currently producing like SAM fluctuators for us.
Okay.
I'm going to modify that so that it does Ficsite as well, because I have the necessary bits to get enough iron to do it. So like, okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Let's just it'll be 30 per minute. It's not going to be the quickest production line in the world, but like that's probably fine.
Oh, if
And
it's
if I
just for
really
the
want
mall, that's not a problem.
yeah. Yeah, I mean most things that we produce in the mall basically is like a lot slower than that. So I'm not worried there.
Meanwhile, I found a Mercer sphere.
Ooh.
Attempt number 7,853,206. Are you there?
Orchestral tuning.
Ah, good. I think I understand better now.
Your curves are beautiful.
How inappropriate. Tell me more.
Your mimic tapestry follows the pattern. It swallows temples. It is harmonious.
If I could blush, I would.
I don't want to lay this out, you know.
Oh, Ada. Flirting
Oh?
with the strange intelligence.
I mean, look, if you came across a, ancient aliens AI that, you could communicate with because of your unfathomable intelligence, wouldn't you kind of flirt with it too?
I
I
don't
mean, look,
know.
we were talking about Portal and GLaDOS earlier, so, we've already got Toxic Yuri on the brain, why not here? Oh, okay. There.
Somehow there are never enough portable miners.
We can automate that.
We can, or I can just finish making this handful of them and dump the ones I don't need in hammer space and call it a day again. But if you wanted to add that to the mall or something, I certainly would not
honestly,
object.
that was not a bad idea. Let me reach semi-solid ground here.
Semi-solid
And
ground.
and then okay, cool. We do have the recipe for that. Let me add that to the mall stuff down here. I'm pretty sure I can add that. Even just like 1 a minute is good enough for that, I think.
It could be one, like, every half hour, and it would still be enough for our purposes, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, considering that we have hammer space, it's not like they're hard to make.
Yeah.
It's just when you go to build the mine, it's like, you don't have enough portable miners. Like, well, thanks.
Yeah, you also need them for like drones too, so.
Yeah, we have been making a fair number of those.
Okay.
Okay, that's... No, you know what? can do better. Not much better, but better. You know, the other nice thing about being able to attach 2 power lines to a machine is it just makes it so much easier to keep it powered while you're rearranging other stuff.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Nice S-curve. Let's just throw down some of these. Oh, we are going to want Trigons for the really fast conveyor belts.
Yeah,
So-
that's part of why I'm putting them all for them.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cool.
Okay. The animated Sam is on the go. Oh, I'm actually being slightly silly. I am using the Silver the Hedgehog method of fighting this Alpha Hog, which is to float while I throw things at it. Okay, and if I go around that way... That's Caterium, isn't it? Yeah, okay. That's the Caterium. That's headed down there. Okay. Okay, alright. I see the way forward.
Oh yeah?
I see what I want to do. Let's... Ficsite Trigons. Okay, and those those will go into the biochemical sculptors. And that needs water. And water is over there.
Yeah, well, let's set this up. And if it isn't enough, we'll figure it out from there. Here.
However, I must build this conveyor belt in a slightly more intelligent manner.
How so?
By turning it around so that if I need to add more machines, I add them to the far end of the manifold rather than the end that would cause me to have to redo the main output direction. So like if I send this into the floor instead and just go out through the floor, even though that's going the other way, that's fine. Go. It's on a nice grid. There. That is how I like to do it. At some point, I'm going to want to turn this to go off in this direction.
Maybe they come. So that's where iron comes in from. And Sam is over here. I guess my thinking was here.
I'm doing something slightly ridiculous here, but
Oh yeah?
oh, just having fun with where my belt supports are placed. Building things on top of the archways because I can.
Mm. Very cool.
Okay, now this is up here. And water is down in that direction. Don't step off the cliff.
Okay. So yeah, I think we can do that pretty well. So just those two and water. I can do pretty much anything I want. Okay, cool. So let's really? Alright,
Really?
big guy. I just got a spitter. who's, you know, defending his home or whatever.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Well, could they not? It's kind of annoying. So, how many machines do I need? Not a whole ton. Okay, so, let's do, sample. Alright, so I need 6 refineries.
Where is that even going?
Okay. So I think this would actually do better if I did 2, and then 3. No, 2, and then 4, and then 1. Those.
Oh, rats.
So, that's 2, that's 3.
Some things are about to be powered off for just a moment.
That's fine. I think. I'm not really sure what you're doing there, but
It's fine. I don't think it affects anything you're doing quite. I just need to fix this. You attach there, and you attach over there. Okay.
cool.
Basically, I was just moving this power tower onto an actual platform because it was on the ground before, but I'm building an actual little factory here, so I want it to look nice.
Ooh. I dig.
Indeed.
Okay,
Now that that's here,
2 constructors. We're here.
oh, that's not the right thing. That is not actually the right thing. I'm always confusing the ore with the ingots somehow.
Oh,
But you know what? The math down there is, well,
so that's iron pipe. That's iron wire.
12 per minute. Yeah, I mathed that out. It would be a balanced setup if the quick wire were all actually getting used. So I will.
So
I
make
will
it all used. Or just sink it. Be amazed at how often that helps.
No, it's not that it's causing a problem or anything. It's just that I need to set things up a little differently than I had thought, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make more ingots up here. You know, it's one of those situations where I'm thinking I'm gonna need water for this anyway. I could do like pure Caterium ingots, because I'm gonna be working with water anyway.
Yeah.
But do I wanna? I don't think I do. No. There's enough other steps in between. I don't want to bother.
There it is. Okay, so we've got that, and we got manufacturer.
Okay. So let's... plan on having a basement. And yeah, unless there are stingers crawling over that SAM node that are only going to appear at night, which I'm not going to go over there and find out. It seems to have only been guarded by radioactivity.
It's not bad.
Yeah, not at all. What's this thing's problem?
So,
Huh.
let's see. Fundamentally, should be able to work with boxes. So, how big is this? 12 by 12. Okay, cool.
I'm trying to think if I used Caterium for my SAM stuff last time too. I may have.
I mean, it looks like a pretty decent recipe.
It tends to be in places where you're making kind of advanced stuff anyway, so it's convenient, all ratios aside.
Yeah, that's fair.
I am a fan of convenience. Let's see. Let's send you... Yes, this way. Keeping with my principle from before. Extending outwards. Hang on.
Yeah, it's almost in there. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yes, the converter. It's a big-ish machine, but not so bad. This thing looking like a big old die.
It looks pretty cool, I gotta admit.
It does, doesn't it? And it sounds cool while it's working.
Yeah. Well, as I mentioned, I've never gotten to this phase before, so I'm very curious to see how it all shapes out.
So once we start working with dark matter, there's kind of an interesting thing where depending on which project parts you're making, and if you're like using everything up, or if you're, whether you're syncing it or not, you're either going to have a notable excess or a notable deficit of dark matter, and there are ways of dealing with both. But it's definitely a thing to be aware of, because what I was doing was, as soon as I didn't need a particular project part anymore, I would just stop making it, stop spending the power and all that.
Yeah.
Which is practical in some ways, but it meant that my ratios were suddenly all different, of what I was using versus what I was making, and so I'd have to like redo a bunch of stuff, which isn't a game breaker or anything. It's just something to be aware of.
Yeah.
But it's like, if aluminum didn't train you to be careful with your pipes, then dark matter.
Dark matter will.
Yeah, dark matter makes it necessary. There we go. And let's have a power line.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There it goes. I guess I'm gonna need a splitter at some point, but we'll sit that there for now. And then that just goes straight into constructors. No subtlety whatsoever, which is fine by me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't go any farther in that direction.
Stingers?
Yeah, sitting right on top of a bunch of radioactivity. Nope, don't see me. Don't you look this way. Did you move? Did you jump off down there and... Oh, for heck's sake, it's probably like way down on the ground or something. I went behind the constructor and lost sight of it.
Ooh.
Great! The only thing worse than a spider loose in your house is the one you lost sight of and now you don't know what it's crawling on. Oh, there it is. It's back. Let's try firing from farther away. Oh, sun's out. It seems to be disappearing with the sun. Alright, well, let's... No, not yet. I'm just going farther away and not seeing it anymore.
God, I wish real spiders were like that. Just, you know, suddenly despawn when the sun comes out.
And it's dead. Okay. All I have to do now is build a bunch of stuff here so it doesn't come back. And I was going to do that anyway. Don't you love when a plan comes together?
Okay, Hannibal.
What?
Unironically, though, A-Team, one of my favorite like shows ever. What an incredible, like, cheesy, dumb show. But that just makes me love it more.
Makes 15 per minute. That takes in 10 per minute, so 3 of these and 2 of those will be in business. Somehow I remember doing that exact calculation before.
Oh, yeah?
It's like I must have. I could always go back and check the video.
Something shameless plug for your YouTube.
Yeah, you could certainly interpret it that way.
Oh, I wasn't even being cynical about it. I was just saying, oh, now that you mention it, we should do that.
Oh, needs more radio control units. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? The thing that's slowing us up just a little bit is I made this extra stockpile of radio control units, and maybe we actually do need the stockpile again. So let's... Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna put that back. Doesn't need to be the big bin, just the regular bin. Okay, we should have a decent stockpile of radio control units now. And as long as we're not building at too breakneck a pace, it should be okay. Note to self. Leave room for splitters. It's fine. Decent sized basement. Okay, there's Trigons, and now I just need to send those down there. Wait a minute. How is this not on the same grid as everything else? You know what? This one time, I choose not to care.
Things are going that well, huh?
It's okay. It's just... how did that happen?
This is my believing you face.
Alright, I guess I could rotate that. Okay, you know, I could fix this, but I'm gonna build the next part of the production line first, because I consider that somewhat more important. This is isolated enough that I can do that without it breaking anything. Now what's going on down here? You need more heat sinks. Still. That's okay. Radio control units are fine. And over here is where the assembly director systems are being made. And they're not getting enough supercomputers. So what's gone wrong with those? Not enough plastic. But you've got plastic. What's the problem? Oh. Okay, that's fixed. So, this basically needs to send assembly director systems off in the other direction. Leave that there for now. Up there. Okay.
I'm going to do a very fun thing here. This right here is one of the things that really love about Curve Builder is I can do these very interesting, like, circular things, which in this case is confused as the... Wait, no, this is misaligned. But basically I'm going to put a water extractor in here. Basically I'm trying to replicate the setup that I had in my creative mode playthrough. If you remember how that looked, Vanya.
That is sounding familiar.
So what I do for this is I set up a curved or a circular kind of base structure here.
Mm-hmm.
Put water extractor in the middle. Kind of face just any which way. And then I can I can customize how the damn thing looks, but more importantly, I can put I'll put signs as rings around this,
Nice.
so that the water extractor is sort of always lit up, basically. Because I just like doing that type of thing.
Yeah. Okay, we've got water, we've got trigons, we've got the other parts. I suppose they all come together here. Here amongst the trees. Time to use my first T-junction.
Ooh.
Probably. In a minute. Should probably do useful things like run power over here first.
Who does that?
Well, I do, because I like using my hover pack.
Oh, well. Okay, fine. Make sense, why don't you?
I know, it's not quite full chaos mode over here, but we'll make do. Here's that. And now, that's gonna be a blender. Lovely. Okay.
Yeah. Spice that.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
Oh, that's an interesting redraw. Okay. fine with me.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, now I just need to get the Trigons down here.
Nice.
And then send the Biochemical Sculptors to the space elevator.
Damn.
Well, this is the easy step because we're not using any dark matter yet.
Hmm.
And let's assume for the moment that this setup is going to be here for a while. Happy little triangles.
Hell. That's how I do that.
Just find our way through here. And we are now making biochemical sculptors.
Okay. Glad you're getting on that quick, because, like, there's a lot of those needed.
Yeah, now I need to send them over there. That's... okay. Let's just lay that out here for
Yeah.
now. I know it's the dreaded phrase for now, but that will get this to the right place.
That's what counts, right? Right? Oh
Does for
God,
now.
please tell me that's what counts.
We gotta get this to the space elevator. Okay, here's the thing there. Because I've already got this belt running to the drone that'll take it over there. So all I gotta do really is hook this up to the same thing. Yep, there they go. All the way over here. And there.
So,
Oh, interesting. It's pressure conversion cube export. Yes, that's the project export, and you don't need that anymore.
for pressure conversion cubes?
No, you,
I need
yeah, you're using those. I'm looking at a couple different drone ports. The the project part export no longer needs the assembly director systems. That's what it doesn't need. However, uh-oh. You're there. Those are batteries. You're paused. Ah, okay. Yes. That is behaving the way I want. It was just hard to see. Okay, send those to the space elevator. And now I will head to the space elevator so that the sorting things can actually accept these properly. And I seem to remember not really being too much perturbed by the 1,000 biochemical sculptor requirement.
Yeah? That's good to know.
Like, that must have been just ticking away as I was managing the other things. It was the nuclear pastas, actually, that were the thing I was waiting for at the end and throwing Sommer Sloops into to speed them up and building a second particle accelerator to make more of them because that was the one I was finding to be slow.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm only making one a minute, so, you know, 1,000 minutes, that's, ooh,
Aren't you
that's
making
gonna
2
be...
a minute? Because you've got 2...
Wait, am
No,
I?
no, it's just one because it takes like 2 minutes to make. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because the recipe makes, per minute, so...
I feel like with this last stage, it was kind of a thing with like, where like once you solve the puzzle, it comes together pretty quickly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, drone, where art thou?
I buy a nickel for every time I've said that.
Drone status docked. Oh, I think I just need to turn on the power. That's fine. I should head back there anyway. Did you turn it off and back on again? Well, I did the first part.
And here I am doing silly pipeline bullshit again.
Aw,
But
it's
I
fun.
think it looks good though.
Looks good from here.
Yeah. And like, you know, I can't really I feel like I can't really do too much with like these middle ones, but I can at least try to inject some silliness into the end caps, you know?
Looks great.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go turn on that drone port, and then I'm gonna make sure that we're getting our sculptors into the space elevator, and then we can show each other what we've been working on.
Yeah.
Hello, lizard doggo. Whee. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got a good number of aluminum casings. I don't need to worry too much about those. Click. There we go. Biochemical sculptors are getting added to the space elevator.
Oh, snap. Extremely nice.
And I am busily clearing the visual glitch from these drones, which will take a little while, and then I can maybe head over to you.
Yeah.
Since you're in a nice
Very
place and not a swamp. That's better. Okay, gonna throw some assembly director systems in here. Just add to the line a bit, and now I can head towards you. I quite like that the AI expansion servers ask for 256, not merely 200.
Mm. Oh, I didn't see that. That's pretty good. I like that.
I commended you for being in a nice place, but I might have to run through nasty things to get to you.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Oh, hey, there's a SAM ore node out in the middle of a lake.
Oh yeah, in the crater lake there. I think
Yeah.
that's very it's very dramatic in a way that I appreciate.
Yeah. Boing. Bounce on the big guy for good luck.
Yeah.
I have not heard from any source that it would be good luck in any sense. I just think it's fun.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Like you said that, and the very first thing that went through my head is, oh yeah, of course. Like, yeah,
Naturally.
why would I expect anything different?
And it all still goes back to the to how I used to fly around the map in WoW when we first got flying mounts. And every time I would go through Zangarmarsh, especially when I had a slow mount that would move at the same speed in the air as on the ground, whenever I'd be over one of the big mushrooms, I'd actually land on the mushroom and run on it to the other side of the mushroom. Because it just looked cool to have my mount do that and have it rest its wings for a moment.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, I see a multi-level setup here.
Aha! Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so here's kind of what I think is gonna happen is we're gonna have Iron and Sam ore come in through this, little uh, uh, conduit here out to the beach, right?
Okay.
And I'll do kind of that covered setup that I did for weapons warp that I think looked really good. So,
Yeah.
I'll set that up as well to the nodes there. And then iron ore comes in and gets this is pure iron setup. And then each of the colors here represents a different thing that gets manufactured off of that.
Okay.
So, because you have like the red ones here will go directly into the converter for Ficsite. The blue ones will go into, what is that? That's iron pipe, I think. Yeah, they go directly into iron pipe. And then the green here goes into iron wire, and then all of those will get combined essentially into Ficsite Trigons and SAM converters.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's basically that's where I'm at right now. Is I'm just kind of trying to set up the basic infrastructure for this and make it look good while I'm at it.
Cool.
This second power tower is just there for the hover pack right now. And
Makes
then
sense.
the water extractor here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have I need to unlock the right signs to use for it, but it's basically going to have a ring around the top 1 meter foundation here on the outside and inside. And those will be glowing like the same blue color that I've been using elsewhere.
Cool.
And so that'll just like at night, that'll kind of always be lit up from inside and out.
Cool.
So,
And
so
what's
yeah,
on this upper
that's,
level up here?
this is where the actual like constructors will be.
Okay.
So, yeah, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I need. I miscounted slightly. So I'll need to extend this side of things a couple of foundations, but that's fine. I can do that pretty easily. And then yeah. And then, like I said earlier, really dumb pipeline bullshit, but I wanted to figure out how to get one of these pipes just like curving over the conveyor belt, Like that was
It's
that was
fun.
important to me for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. What did you work on?
So my stuff is all back at New Silicon Valley, which means basically south of here.
Okay.
Which means I'm gonna put my jetpack back on.
Mhm. I love how you came all the way out here just to go all the way back.
Well, it's not like it's the first time we've done this.
That's true. Actually, wait a minute. Hold on.
Well, what?
What's the photo mode? I wonder if you can move faster in there. Photo mode is P. Decoupled camera. Oh, okay, you can't move too far from yourself.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, you know, if I could just poof over there. But no. Game doesn't let me do anything cool, I guess.
Okay, yeah, those are the bloom plants. Oh, hello, bonus floaty friend. Oh, can I land on you? Can I land on you? Can I land on you? Biggest distraction ever. I landed on it!
Nice. I just learned earlier today that you can pet Floaty Friend.
Yes.
I did not know this. That's kind of amazing.
Interesting. So it doesn't have the constant like wind sound anymore when I'm standing on it, unless my audio bug is just taking it away. But yeah, it is definitely a slightly different model. I feel like it's a little more elaborate.
Yeah.
I'm being taken away here, so I'm gonna say goodbye to Floaty Friend. It just lined up perfectly. I couldn't not sit on him.
Oh no, I get you. I get you.
Yeah. I'm running into poison plants. Oh, I just found something. I found something. I found a cassette tape. I didn't know this was here.
Whoa. Hold up. I gotta head your way.
I didn't know about this one.
Huh. Songs of Conquest.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh! Oh, that's a Heroes of Might and Magic like that. I didn't know the Coffee Stain was involved in that, but yeah, I've heard about this game. Kind of curious now. Change tape. Ooh.
How is it?
It's still kind of warming up. I've got the main theme track on, so it's very epic fantasy so far.
Nice.
Which is kind of an interesting vibe in a game like this, but I'm not disliking it.
Yeah. I mean, we are certainly on some kind of epic adventure. Oh, hi, Shelob's cousins. Bye, Shelob's cousins. I'm getting out of here.
Shelob?
The big spider in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I see that's how you know I'm a fake nerd. Is I don't know much about Lord of the Rings.
There's too many things to be a nerd about now. There's
That's
not
fair.
just one or two measurements of like the thing you're interested in that makes you a nerd.
Yeah, I think that there is something to be said, at least in Lord of the Rings' case, of like, oh hey, this is like a classic and one of the foundational works of like fantasy in general. And so at least having like, you know, a slightly more detailed knowledge is, I think, worthwhile for understanding, you know, why things are the way they are.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily going to be the thing that you fell in love with during your formative
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, and indeed, like, I had that I had an experience of like, oh, everybody who was into Lord of the Rings that I knew was like really insufferable about it, and so like I had just bad associations from that.
Oh dear. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Which, you know, it was just annoying more than anything, but like it just kind of like turned me off
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it, which is, you know, a little unfair. I'll grant that, but it did sort of mean that like, oh well, you know, this thing just kind of passed me by in a lot of ways.
Well, if you'd like a tour of this Sam
Yeah.
line, it actually
Yeah.
starts way over here. Careful, careful. Back to the jetpack, because I don't want to fall and die.
Mhm. Well, you know, you have the slow fall on on the hoverback.
Yeah, but you got to be a little careful with it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
so it starts over here.
That's okay.
Yeah, so there's the Sam ore node, which is strangely unguarded, and it comes up here, and we turn it into the reanimated Sam. And then here's this very fun wiggly conveyor belt that is kind of draped across everything. Whee!
Yeah, it kind of starts underneath too, which was kind of an interesting and cool design choice there. I like that.
Yeah, that's my philosophy of leave the space for extra machines in such a place that it's at the end of the line, so you don't have to rearrange the place where the line exits the
That
area.
tracks. And here's your Caterium ore for okay, yeah.
So
I
that all
see.
comes here.
I see where you're doing the Ficsite. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
That comes into those big things, and yes, the stinger's gone, and into these, and then that exits through the floor, all the
Okay.
way down there. Now this
Whoa.
is the part where it gets ugly for a little while.
Okay, so
All the
we
way
got
down.
Ficsite Trigons here.
Mhm.
Let's follow this.
Through the woods.
Whoa. Ah, okay. Here's the
And now we have a traffic
There.
jam, but this is where the assembly director systems get turned into biochemical sculptors, and then that goes on a line that goes all the way back to the airport so it can get shipped out.
Cool.
Yeah.
I dig it.
And we already have
Okay.
64 of the darn things, so we're doing
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Now, the thing that you might notice is when you look back up there where the converters are, that big platform is the one that is off grid, and I'm not sure how that happened because I thought I was lining it up properly, but then I didn't somehow. And by the time I realized, I'd basically built out that whole thing, and so I realized, it's isolated enough that maybe I don't have to care, or at least it doesn't have to be a high priority for changing.
Yeah, that tracks.
So I may get to it, I may not, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think if
Yeah.
even if I were going to clean this stuff up, I'd be cleaning up the conveyor belts first, because when you come back and you look at, like, let's find where the assembly director systems are being made. See, at this point, the assembly director systems have all their parts come in, they get made, they get sent all the assembly director systems get sent all the way over there to get turned into biochemical sculptors, and then the sculptors
all
get
the way
sent all the way back. So
Yeah.
there's definitely a more direct path I could make back to the airport, but part of me wants to say, well, let's see what happens to the other thing that I used to be making here and is now getting piled up as a project part, because that's going to go somewhere else too. Basically, every time you switch phases, the destination for the previous project part changes, and I want to take that into account before I decide where things should actually be.
Yeah, that tracks.
And it's Silicon Valley, so a little traffic jam is appropriate.
Yeah, that tracks. Well, cool.
Yeah.
I dig it. This is cool.
And I'm gonna just check in here. Ooh, supercomputers are a little slow. Let's see what happened to computers. I did rearrange some stuff, so there might be some things that aren't being made properly. You're still being made just fine. You're still being made just fine. And the computers themselves, I guess they're just all getting used? That's kind of amazing, but okay. I mean, I guess if we're actually getting enough automated wiring to make a decent number of adaptive control units, then we'd be making computers faster. Honestly, this doesn't need to be sped up. Take that out. I feel like I want to watch this for a moment and make sure it does what it's supposed to do. That's a computer. It's going that way. It's going in there. Yeah, everything is going where it's supposed to. We're just using computers faster than we were before.
Believe it.
Okay, well, I guess that's a state of affairs that I'm kind of familiar with, to be perfectly honest. There's never enough computers.
I respectfully, I disagree.
Well, for this purpose, there's never enough.
Sure, of course. All right. Well, shall we call it an evening?
I think so. I think next time we're gonna have to start working on those time crystals, I think. Oh, and for those we just need to make diamonds, and that's easy enough. You just throw coal into a particle accelerator.
Cool.
Well, of course that's how you get diamonds, and then you turn the diamonds into the time crystals, and it's great.
Nice.
So I guess that'll be what I work on next. Let me add that to the public notes. Let's see. Vanya. Ah! Time. Crystals. Insert. Oh, nope, don't check it off. There. Insert Sonic CD reference here.
Oh man, what a good one. I forget, did you ever watch the Sonic OVA?
I did, yes. I've seen it
I
at
I
least a couple
love
times.
that thing to bits. So like it's so good.
I feel like it's fairly likely I would have seen it subtitled the first time because
Mm.
the person who brought me into the Sonic fandom um, was someone who preferred anime that way.
Ah.
So it's and when I played Sonic Adventure 2, when I play it myself, I play it with the Japanese voices on. So,
Really?
yes.
Huh.
So, yeah, I did not enjoy the English voices for Sonic until the Roger Craig Smith era.
Hmm. I don't know.
Um,
I liked Ryan Drummond.
so so yeah, the four kids voices, like that Sonic was getting pretty good. Like you could notice him getting better as time goes on, but Roger Craig Smith just blew them all out of the water.
Yeah, that's fair.
But anyway, yeah. So I feel like a lot of the meme-tastic lines in Sonic Adventure 2, especially, uh, I became aware of the memes later because I didn't hear them the
Mm.
first time through.
Yeah, that tracks. Well, I don't know. I feel like you missed out in a lot of ways there, but what do I know?
Yeah, just a different experience.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, well, we're both on solid ground, so I think it's safe for
Yep,
me to save the game here.
yep.
There we go, and game saved, and out to the outro screen. And clearly we've got good tasks cut out for us next time, which is good. Good to have a
Yes.
direction.
Yep. And yeah, I dig it. I'm also gonna start planning out like the first phase of nuclear energy.
That'd be good.
Um, what I want to do for that. Um, and then do the layout thing and try to figure out how I can make it look cool and neat and all that.
Definitely
Especially
important.
because we don't need the power. It's really just like, oh, I think it would be fun to do this.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is something you've been wanting to set up like the whole time.
Yeah,
Now that the Fixit stuff is an option. So, yeah,
yeah.
live the dream, do the thing.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for having me,
Yes,
as always.
thank you for joining me as always, and thank you
Of course.
chat and viewers for joining us. And I will see who's around to raid.
Hell yeah. See you later.
See you later. Let's see. All right. Well, someone named Sappy Sparkles has titled their stream the Knitting, Yapping, and Thermofluid stream. So we'll go see what's going on. So thank you all for joining us. I will be back with Slipstream Rogue Space on Thursday evening and probably more Coral Island on Sunday. And I will see you all later. Thank you for joining us and see you next time.